Hi, y'all. Thank you so much for enjoying your sweetest moments with me, Merging Timelines. I'm your host, Melly Mel's, an angelic melody Melanie, the airy fairy mystic. Today, we're outside, family. We're outside. A lot of things are outside. This is going to be a 3-dimensional reading. We're going to bring in all angles in our time and space because we're moving from our 3D to our 4D because we are the 144 frequency. I read for the chosen ones. I read for those who are doing the work to get to higher levels of awareness and then transform the external world that they see because they chose to be the new external world. Not because they're looking for it, but because they are the new world. What they bring to this experience has become the new world. Thank you, family. Thank you, family, for putting in the work. Because you guys are the only ones I want to read for. You guys are the only ones that I care to read for. I've been reading for people for years, for free, in my early years of the ascension process. It's been a good decade that I put forth to this work of studying. I fell into finding people who did the work, only those people who were witches or warlocks, people who really don't have the intent to give the information to others. They really just want to absorb their light by becoming some new thoth or some new identity, false persona, so that they in some weird way keep coming back to you to get answers instead of finding it deeper and deeper within themselves and becoming more wholesome so that we can change the way that we vibrate within our solar systems. Our soul is here and it is currently vibrating within a system. And that system I identify within the connectivity that was navigated and currently being navigated in our passages through our seas of the Most High. Because everything else outside of that is merely an imitation. So it comes second to what is actually ordained, what is actually put together through something greater than ourselves, family. I feel like this is going to be a powerful message. I usually start with the conversations with the Most High, but we're here, family. We're here within the realms of the Most High, and we've had those conversations within ourselves. And all I do is sit here and reflect back to you that you and I, we're in the same time and space. We feel the exact same way. I'm grateful for you. I know you're grateful for me, because there's not a lot of us out here who are actually doing the work and actually putting themselves out there to become a representation of what spirituality actually looks like when we practice it and we consume it and we apply it. You know, when we do those things, we are not just we're not just reading, right? We're not just experiencing. We are also retrieving the data that both sides of it has given us to put ourselves more and more back together as an individual being, showing others around us how to do the same and how to respect each and everyone's individual character, right? Everyone has come through some sort of rite of passage of their own. And the more that we respect one another, the more that we can stay connected. The more that we disrespect one another, we will see the gaps. We will see the separation. We'll see the darkness. Because once the 144 sees their individual light, they know that any sense of darkness is like a magical mystery. Behind its curtain is something that is to offer you something that will expand you beyond what you know today. And so we're like, whoo, there's something I've never seen before. There's something I haven't seen before. What is over there? You know? that's how we enter this experience, family. We're back better than ever. We're in the year of 7. We're about to come out of September, right? We're about to come out on top. I know I am. I know you are. We're coming out on top. And yes, what does the top look like? Everyone's looking at you, family. Everyone's looking at you. They don't recognize you the same way the false light world does. And we should be nothing but grateful for that. Nothing but grateful that people don't fake like our post. They don't heart our images or whatever we post because they're more triggered by the authenticity that we have. We should be grateful for that, family. That alone should be the confirmation that our light is already on. I don't need you to recognize I'm on. You're on. Thank you so very much for sharing all of this time and space opened and set for my clear intentions to just share with you, to just be here with you and say, I know what it feels like to be disrespected. I know what it's like to be blamed for everyone else's neglect, emotional neglect. I know what it's like to be misunderstood for why you even align to this sort of belief within yourself, your own cells. But it's not something that is externalized. It's something that you stand on. It's a being, your being that you stand on based off how it's made you feel like you never have to see my light. My light is not for you to see. I'm a star. You know, we're the stars, the fallen stars. Let's see what comes out, because this is a very general, quick message for the collective. The 144, those who are holding its frequency. They're not getting to it. They're not going there. They are there. They're right there where they want to be. What does it look like for us right now, family? Let me paint the picture. Let me paint a full picture, a global view for us. What does this look like when you're in the 144? Thank you, Most High. Thank you for these messages. Thank you for the confirmation that you give to the collective. What does our environment look like? What does our environment look like? There's a yellow butterfly. We have a lot of hope. We have a lot of hope because I feel like the hope comes from this energy here. Around you, you're not seeing anyone look at you as if you're in the right position, as if you're doing the right thing. In fact, I feel like people are looking at you as if you're in the opposite. They're like, I'll see how long this lasts for you. It's only a matter of time until they call us and say, I need help. Or it's only a matter of time until something gets revealed about them, about how hypocritical they are. Family, I'll tell you, I don't know what's everyone's obsession with seeing you fail in a place where you're trying to be just authentic. You know, I don't know. I think it's this energy of just being very thrilling. I mean, you get around people and they get this catch of your vibrancy that just gives them a very anxious, exciting feeling that says, wow, this person's really living. They're really enjoying themselves. They don't care if they know where they're going. They know where they're not going back, you know? And sometimes a lot of people can't get out of that residence. They know that they're unhappy with where they are, but they don't have the balls, family. They don't have it. And I'll tell you, they don't have it to sit there and say, you know what, I don't know where I'm going, but I'm getting the hell out of here. You know? They don't have that, family. Let's see what's going on in our heart space, because that's what's happening around us. People think, oh my gosh, they're into something they shouldn't be. Those are the talks, family. That's the talk. they're doing something they shouldn't do, that's a no-no. The way people look at you and try to confirm or deny the things that you're supposed to be doing or not supposed to be doing is evidence, family, that you're the it factor, and that the Most High is highlighting you right now. Never doubt that. It's the attention that they give you without even referencing you that is supposed to set you afire. It's supposed to just say, hey, look, this person acts as though they don't see you, but look at the topics on their timeline. It's shifted. All of a sudden, they're finding correspondences against things that you say. What's the heart of the collective at this time? What's the heart of the collective? They don't even see your pure intent, collective. They don't see your heart. They don't see, because a heart isn't something you see. It's not a like. It's not a heart post, okay? It's not a drop of, I mean, we can comment on each other. We can say these nice, wonderful things, but the true confirmation is the residence, the comfort within, sitting within its same vibrancy and saying, I know where you come from. I feel you. I don't see you. I feel you. A big trigger of my family members is, of the people closest to me, is people want to see you happy. They don't care if you feel happy. They're like, oh, you haven't done your hair. You get online and you look like a bum. It's nothing, family, to straighten your hair and to put some makeup on. It's absolutely nothing to do that. It's very, very easy, right? In fact, it's too easy. It gives a very false persona, a false sense of happiness. It's very triggering. Reminds me of my past life when I was working and I finally decided to straighten my hair one day, and my employer had the nerve to say out loud in front of everyone, oh, you're actually pretty. My employer. You put a lot of work and effort into something. Maybe you're hard at work. You're a very hard worker and you stand out amongst others, and people try to throw little shade at you just to say they give you some sense of light. This also reminds me of when you're being helped by a family member, you're being helped by a friend, and that person is only helping you because of their love and light complex, their, oh, Christian way. They're in the right all the time. And family, God forbid. And I do say God because they're God, right? We don't practice nothing but of the Most High, but their God forbids us to come across as ungrateful because we don't recognize things. Yes, we may need them, but we don't recognize them, and we don't ever fall short of its insecurity of saying, oh, I'm not going to have these things, because we know that the best thing about us is remaining flexible, family. The fact that we don't have to hold too tight to anything, yet we always receive something to be grateful for. And people hate that about you. Could you imagine that you have less than them and they hate the fact that you're so flexible about it? That you're so, I could be here today and I could be here tomorrow. And the day after that, I could be somewhere else. And I don't really care. It's going back to that mystery vibe. Going back to that vibe when I was telling you, we don't hold too tight to anything. We don't really care. And in fact, we look for all of the dark spaces as, oh my gosh, this could be what I'm looking for. This could be the place I'm getting to. This could be it for me. When you start looking at the world like that, family, please, people feel a way about the fact that they can't get under your skin, that nothing can get under your skin, that you don't own a place of lack within your entire existence. That's muy importante. That's rich vibes. That is rich vibes, family. I want you to know, though, that you're healing things that you've let go of. Because when we move out of them too quickly, family, because we had the Sag vibe, right? So to people, they're liking the fact that we move so quickly. What we're really doing this for is because we know that there's not a place where we can feel settled yet. There's not a place where we can feel as if it's our own yet. And so they want you to know that's because you're still healing your own heart. Once you start to dismantle the faulty foundations that you come from, whether this is at work, whether this is in family dynamic, whether this is within your individual belief system, because all of it happens to be a reflection of ourselves and where we're coming from, but we are nonetheless within our being. And so part of that, where we've been, is going to continue to show you, do you pick this or do you pick that? I had a good idea for a reading at one point where, you know how you go to the ophthalmologist and they're like, can you see on 1 or can you see better on 2? And then 1 or on 2. And it keeps, hey baby, you can go back to painting if you want, add some more to it. Remember every time we paint and let it dry, we can add layers to it, make it more creative and fun, right? Okay, let me get that after I get out of this reading, okay? Or you can go and get some water, right? That is just so they can test you. Are you really seeing clearly now? Do you really see those who have used you and they don't really respect you? They just use your light in order to make them feel full, meaning that something about you makes them feel better about themselves. Something about the position that they continue to see you in just further validates their existence. It's a very ungodly thing to do, family. But this is the false light world that we have come out of and that we're reconforming within ourselves. We fought for that freedom to redefine ourselves, and we're fighting for it on a day-to-day basis. The war never stops, family, but we get more and more firm within our own. I can't wait to get to a place where I can create my own. I'm not there yet, so that's why I want you to know I could be here today, I could be somewhere else tomorrow. It really is based off of how comfortable I feel and how much people respect the things that I want to create based off how I want to feel and not what they see, you know? But that takes a lot of trust from yourself and then a lot of trust from others where they don't recognize themselves anymore. They don't recognize a time when they've been able to choose something against what they've been forced to choose, right? When you're in your existence here and you have a limited selection, like they give you a booklet, they give you a school, they give you. When things are given to you, it is to simply limit what you can do. The best way to go about life is to not look for what is given to you, but what you have to put work for. Because what you work for becomes something that represents you and something that no one else can take from you because you've worked for that. You're communicating a lot of things still to the past, right? You are very good at communication, collective. You're very good at communication because you've worked so much on yourself. So you could be connecting with a Gemini. You could be the Gemini, or in Gemini season, you're speaking on the time of that. You're speaking on a lot of things that happened during that time frame. Those things you started to recognize were the things that you were getting away from and learning how to just explore. So whatever happened in Gemini season, I'll have to look back on it. I have a Gemini sun, so for me, I kind of resonate with that message, as in having this person really gave me the freedom of expression, because where I couldn't decide for myself how I wanted my world to be, I was given something outside, my gift. I was given something to then say, okay, how would you want this person to feel? How would you want this person to see and experience life? And so I had to start from the page. What's the present energy that the collective is sitting in? What is our present energy that we are sitting in collective? What is the presence say about us? What is our presence saying about us? What is our presence? What is the presence saying about us? What does the presence say about us? What does the presence say about the collective? It says that we're no longer blocked. And that was 2112. It says that we do desire balance, but we're very open about how this balance is being ushered in. All we're looking for is what feels right, and we're learning to go against a time when we didn't honor the way we wanted to feel. And that's still a big process in healing, family. Because when you're in your 144, that's how you decided you want to feel. But we're still constantly tested with our partnerships, whether it's romantic, family ships, employment ship, any type of partner, any type of dynamic that we're using to reflect back the choices we're individually making is always a decision that says, I want to feel this way, not this way, this way. We're always communicating it too. We're not just looking for it, family. We're willing to provide the clarity that one needs in its reflection. Almost, it's like talking to yourself outside of yourself. How do you know when you really receive the lesson, when you really understand something? Is when you can teach someone else. These are the things you're communicating. That's that Gemini energy that's coming in. When you can tell somebody how you want to be treated without anger, without animosity, without disrespecting somebody. When you can really just say, hey, this is what I've been missing. And remain flexible amongst that outcome, because when you know how it feels, when you communicate something that's been unknown to someone else, their shadow starts to eat that up and say, how dare they try to bring to my attention something that I'm feeling really deeply right now, but how dare they? You know, this is fair, family. It's a fair feeling because it's something that we all face in life, especially in those last few readings where I've been telling you that people see you and see the things that you're healing or that you need to heal, you know? But it's okay, because they're looking at you in a way like, oh, it's so funny to watch them not know but act like they know. Again, collective, you don't act like you know it all. You're just sharing the things that you've come into that help you vibe more freely. And for people not to receive that pure intent is just a reflection of themselves. The lack of love and of forgiveness that they have for themselves. What is the future look like for my collective? What do we look like, collective? What do you think the future holds for us right now? What would you say your future is holding for you right now? Okay, it's flexible in the Five of Pentacles. So a lot of us are saying, I don't know, Mel. I could look poor tomorrow. I could look rich tomorrow. It all depends. That's right. It's very fitting because it's right under this Sagittarius energy, right? It's right underneath this. I'm still healing, you know. I'm still healing the way I connect with people. You're not healing yourself. If you are in this 144 frequency, I'm going to keep affirming to you, and you're going to keep affirming back to me with an acceptance of this reading that I know myself. It's the year of 7. We have to own our I am energy. What we're not so sure about is what connecting with others can lead to. And that's a risk we're willing to take. We're not blocking its outcome, but we also recognize that it can go left or it can go right. All we know is that we're tested every single time to stay firm in your individual being. How do you stay firm within your individual being? When you've lost yourself time and time trying to find it reflected back to you, you reaffirm the things that you found to be of your own justice, the things that you found, your integrity, family, your morals, your individual standards, the things that you stand on that allow you to see that everyone outside of you is also worthy of those same things. And you're not saying that they're not, family. You're just not going to take the I am energy and give it to them. Nobody came to save another. We came to apply the things we've practiced for 2,000 years. 2,000 years, people waiting for the saving instead of doing the cleanup outside by themselves. What a hot given mess. What disrespect, family. That's disrespectful to come here and wait to be handed your saving. Save yourselves, family. Clean up yourselves. Do your own housework. Your mind's world, that is. Please see yourself. Please know that you have the ability to find this self again. You have to choose it. You have to fight for it. You have to communicate that that's what you're getting to. Every time someone doesn't understand and they send these messages and you're seeing all these people talk about childish things, it's their childish way of putting up a guard against your innocence, your playful actions that you're taking. They're speaking on it as if it's irresponsible. It's too loose. It'll show over time that it's not been fruitful. Family, people have been claiming that they found what bears fruit for the last 2,000 years. They're sitting here working with this system. They're doing the same thing their fathers' done. And yet they have not sat in a frequency more excitable, more content, more grateful than the one you're coming into. Don't let them mock you or make you feel any way. They're really just jealous, and I'm going to tell you that, okay? Because I'm constantly put in situations where those who have more than me look for me to beg them or express some sort of godly type of gratitude for their shared expression. I want it to be known that the collective doesn't want any expression from anyone who truly doesn't mean it. So let's not fake the funk, family. We're not in church. You don't have to pretend. Okay? And you should tell others they don't have to pretend to be around you. If anything, it's the pretending that you're trying to get away from. When you're in your spiritual growth and you're in your individual being, you're okay with your shit. And you're okay with your light as well. Because you know that the two of them working together sustain your own being. Literally, family. Literally, we love this analogy here on merging timelines. We talk and shit, family. We talk and shit. We don't just do one or the other. We'd be sick If we did a lot of shitting and no talking, if we did a lot of talking and no shitting, we'd be sick. We need the polarity. Respect your polarity. Respect the people around you who come in to bring you something that's different. Your respect for them, whether they stay or go, is a testimony of your being, your ability to withstand any rite of passage that comes your way, because you're not expressing this passage as if it's meant to give you life, light, purpose. Your being has always been enough. I'm gonna leave it at that because we're 30 minutes in and I didn't think it was gonna go this long. Don't know what I'm gonna title this, but I will watch it first. Then I'll post it in, see how you guys are gonna respond, if you do respond, because we're not looking for likes, comments, and shares anymore, family. I'm not looking to be your savior. I'm just looking to be respected for my fight of individuality. I know that you are too, because when we do this, we become more and more clear about our own kingdom. We don't want to be anywhere else. We don't want to be seen by anyone else. We're too busy creating. Thank you for sharing time and space. I'll see you a little later today. Bye.